The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
I'm looking for $1 million to activate the Flat Earth North Pole Assault Project, or in short, FENPAP.
How do you prove that the moon exists? Well, one could argue that going there would be a borderline reasonable solution, assuming that you're of the belief that in fact it does not exist. How do you prove that there's aliens in your basement? Well, the first thing I would personally try would be to go have a look in the basement and see if there are in fact aliens in my basement. So when you ask yourself, how do you prove that the Earth is a flat disk, the rational answer would be, wrong. You were thinking, go to the edge and have a peek. Well, according to Wakey, I'm gonna, from this point forward, pronounce wacky, you do not, in fact, go to the edge and peer over into the infinite void. Instead, you ask the internet for $1 million. This $1 million will be used to plan an expedition to... no, not the edge. The North Pole. So you might be asking yourself, but Derp, what does the North Pole have to do with the flat Earth? Well, I mean, we see it... Actually nothing, but hey, $1 million. And I present to you, with as straight or as straight as I can make it face, FENPAP, the Flat Earth North Pole Assault Project.
We've seen that the odd 2 or 5 gram balloon or rocket isn't yielding the results we want or need as a race.
Not yielding the results we want or need to explain our nonsense. Well, let's just ignore for a moment the fact that this is exactly not how science works at all. I still fail to see what going to the North Pole will do in order to enlighten the masses about a flat Earth. And also, like the bit there, like the last bit, is like, as a race? So, are flat earthers a new species? I mean, granted, they are remarkably lower than the rest of us when it comes to simple day-to-day common sense. I don't think that really justifies calling them a new species or a new race. And if he's talking in a more broader scale, like for the human race as a whole, I don't think the vast majority of the human race has called this into question.
And from talking to many people in the Flat Earth community, we all seek definitive progress. The Flat Earth movement has plateaued somewhat. Yes, more people are on the Flat Earth each day, but nothing is progressing regarding finding out our true cosmology.
It's plateaued because while there are still people joining you in Retardia, none of them have really been able to do much more than regurgitate the same nonsense claims that have permeated Flatland since the beginning of time, some 6,000 years ago. Or, whatever they believe.
What the Flat Earth North Pole Assault Project will do is procure drones and private jets and provide a full-on assault to the North Pole, live streamed to various YouTube channels and Facebook pages. Yes, there is a chance that assets will be shot down or threatened.
But shot down or threatened by who? Santa Claus? Doesn't make any sense. What threat is there of being shot down in the North Pole? I mean, I guess the argument would be the protectors of the conspiracy, but what conspiracy? We're talking about flat Earth here, are we not? The North Pole really doesn't have anything to do with that. The North Pole is, according to the flat Earth model, if that's even really a thing, the center of the pizza. The furthest point from any edge that would prove the Earth was flat would be the North Pole. So what secret is being held there that has anything to do with Earth being flat? Why would your aircraft or drone run the risk of being shot down? This makes literally no sense at all. I understand that the Flattard community is inundated with Flattard notions that are easily shot out on a whim, but this is like the absolute opposite of what you would want to do to prove your theory.
But this is worth $1 million to share this, because to capture this footage is very pioneering and sets a precedence.
Oh, wait, hold up. So, Capturing footage of the North Pole is pioneering and precedent setting. Pictures like this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. I mean, taking a picture of a place that's been photographed countless times is pioneering? Wow. And, okay, let's just be fair. If you give me $1 million, not only will I try to fly a drone all the way to the moon, I'll try twice. And I'll stream it to Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So as you can see, my proposal is already sweeter than wacky wacky here.
We don't actually know what's at the north, even though many popular Flat Earth channels act like they do. Maybe something divine is there, maybe something electromagnetic, maybe a portal of some kind, maybe a gateway, or a source of some kind.
Maybe Santa Claus is there.
Something totally beyond our comprehension, caused by a twist in electromagnetics or prana. So a little about my experience that puts me in a decent position to manage this project. I was a project manager on bespoke technical projects for many years, and am Prince 2 certified. I can provide references too. I have a good sized audience in the Flat Earth community, and also know many people physically.
Look, just because you used to have a job as a project manager, that's not a resume. You could have used to have a job doing anything. That's not a resume. If you are no longer doing that, could we know the reasons why? Maybe because you had no grasp of how to spend money? Project manager? Over bespoke whatever technical projects you may have been involved in? Well, did they involve asking for $1 million to do something that you could do for $15,000 easily? Because there are companies that will literally take you to the North Pole and throw a fucking party. I'm sorry, but you're just not selling your product if your product is, give me $1 million and I'll go to the North Pole. Business-wise, this is just not a sound solution. As an investor, I personally would have to say no. Sorry, but no.
This sleeper project will accept multiple investors working as a stakeholder team, one that will be reported to weekly. I will give full transparency into cost flow and will also offer anonymity to the stakeholder team. If the project does go live, the public will not be told, as it will be kept top secret until a few hours before the launches.
Lols.
Where new YouTube accounts will spring to life. So those of you flat earthers with long numbers on a screen when online banking, what are you going to do? Buy another house? Another car, another business, or do something special with your existence? Side note, feel free to translate this into other languages or re-upload so we can get the word out and get to the North Pole. Thank you for your time. Comments are disabled and this project is now in sleeper mode and I won't be talking about it publicly again.
Yeah, feel free to re-upload this, get the word out, spread my scam for me, but I won't. I won't be doing this. I won't be talking about it. I'm gonna turn off the comment section. I'm not gonna speak about this. It's going to, quote, sleeper mode, whatever the fuck that is. You guys do all the work. I'll get the $1 million, and we'll see where it goes from there.
Only serious inquiries are welcome.
Also, I think it's kind of comical how it says, serious inquiries only. Please use encryption. You know, just in case they might be watching his email and discover that he might be planning an expedition to the ever-elusive North Pole. He doesn't want them to be able to see his plans and his emails because they couldn't possibly decrypt it. I give up. I give up. It's a sad time. 'Cause I'm done cleaning.